morning all of you. Welcome back to the series of internet tutorial. This is lecture 3 and I'm here with Vikas Kumar Pandey. I'm just going to brief you. Let me tell you, in the last video we have discussed about history, working of internet and many more. In this particular video we are going to discuss about how internet is going to work, how we are going to transmit the data from one web page to another, and the second point which we are going to discuss is networking with internet. In that we are going to discuss LAN, MAN, WAN, PAN. Before starting, let me tell you the proper full form of TCP/IP. It's Transmission Control Protocol, and IP Internet Protocol. Talking about networking, LAN local area network, MAN metropolitan area network, WAN wide area network, PAN personal area network. In the last class we have discussed internet is also known as network of networks. So that's why it is so important to know what network is and how we are going to make our network. Starting with working of internet, it is one of the most important point. So please keep your eyes here. Starting it. Actually, this TCP and IP is also known as protocol. This TCP and IP is also known as protocol. You know what is protocol? It is set of rules which have to be strictly followed while working on internet. Whenever you are working on internet, you have to follow certain amount of rules and regulation. We have TCP, IP, HTTP, FTP, SMTP. In SMTP we have two, that is Internet Messages Access Protocol, then we have Post Office Protocol and many more. There are certain amount of important protocols. We will discuss about these all protocols later. First of all, on which we have to discuss is TCP IP. Just talking about TCP IP protocol, it is a protocol which used to transmit the data from one web page or a website to another. Is it clear? TCP used to transmit the data from one website to another. Just have a diagrammatic view of this. Let's suppose this is a source computer in which we are going to keep the data. And then this is destination computer where we have to transmit the data, means from source A to destination B. So internet is going to use a protocol, that is TCP protocol and IP protocol, where the role of TCP is to convert the large amount of data into small packet. Now what is this packet? Whenever you have seen a website or a video, in that you have seen while opening a website, you used to see that some text used to appear, and after a text some images used to appear, and after images videos used to appear. First of all, when text were there, so let's suppose this is a web page and now text is coming. Here is a place of an image, you will get a small blank and then the text will be there. So when you open a website, all the text used to show like this by a web page. It used to show a text like this. After few seconds it used to create a gap, and after that it used to add an image in between, and then so on. This is what TCP used to do. TCP used to break large amount of data into a small format, or you can say a group of 1500 character. TCP used to break the large amount of data into small packet, a group of 1500 character, and used to label it 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And the role of IP is to transmit the data from source to destination. Again, I am repeating. TCP used to convert large amount of data into small part, that is known as packet. A small part, smallest unit of the data is known as packet, and that packet is transmitted from source to destination with the help of internet protocol. What is this internet protocol? Internet protocol or IP is a unique address is a unique address of a computer, or you can say a person. Just like we use email address. So a source have a unique email address and a destination have a unique email address, and we used to mail the data from source to destination. So we need certain amount of uniqueness. If I want to call from A person to B person, I need a proper unique phone number. Let's suppose if I don't have any unique number, is it possible that this particular number can used by 4 or 5 person? I think no. Likewise, same. Every person have a unique email address or IP address on which data is being transmitted from one place to another. Now, for transmitting the data, IP, it is not needed that IP is going to use the same path. Means if packet 1 is being followed from this path, so it is not mandatory one कि all the packet is going to be follow the same path. Maybe packet 2 can follow another route, that is depending on the network congestion or other thing, that IP can transmit the data from anywhere. Now what again the role of TCP come. What TCP used to do, let's suppose if packet 1 is transmitted from this path, packet 2 is transmitted from this path, again packet 3 is transmitted from this path, and packet 4 is transmitted directly from here, and packet 1 reaches first, then packet 2 reaches first. Because of network congestion, packet 3 came late, and then packet 4 reaches, and then packet 3 reaches. The role of TCP is again to rearrange the particular data and make it a proper order, so that user can view it properly. Now again I am repeating it. The role of TCP and IP is to transmit the data from one computer to another. Just we have a large amount of data. I am taking an example now. Let's suppose you have 2 GB movie. Let's suppose you have 2 GB movie and you have a pen drive over here. Now if you want to transfer the 2 GB of movie from your computer, that is source, to your pen drive, that is destination, on the single click, when we cannot transfer 2 GB of data into pen drive at one go. What computer used to do, it used to part the data in 5 MB. We used to see the transferring rate speed, sometimes 5 MB, sometimes 80 MB, and so on. So this is how data is being transmitted. This is an example, not an exact property. The main property is it used to transmit the data from, it used to divide the data into small packet, and that packet with the help of IP is being transmitted to the destination area. Now, is it clear to you all? Or one more example is needed? I think it is clear. Let me have one more example of this. Example is of rain. You all are knowing much more about rain. Here we can say this is cloud. Cloud contain water, means we are having water inside it, and here we have land area. Now this rainwater used to come in the small part. Let's suppose this is source and this is destination. Now what happened? Large amount of data, means the data is broken into small pieces, that is known as packet. And transmitted from source to destination, and again it is collected at the destination source in the proper order. Moving to the next topic, networking with internet. Just talking about LAN. It is also known as local area network. It's a network which has been located in a locality, or you can say within an organization boundary. Network within an organization is known as LAN area network. Just like school, we have multiple computers. Let's suppose all the classroom is going to contain one of the computer over there, and all the computers are connected together with a main computer which is also known as server. Now I'm using word server. What do we mean by word server? Server are the powerful computer who use to fulfill the client request. Server are the powerful computer used to fulfill client request. Now what is client? Client are the computer who used to demand for the data from server. Used to demand data from the server. As in the last class we have discussed about a model, working model of server and client. So I'm not going to, if you have missed that, please go back and see that lecture. There you can understand working diagram of server and client. And now in this particular class we are going to discuss that this particular LAN cable is being connected within a boundary or an organization, and being in this local location, it is known as local area network. Now just talking about metropolitan area network. This particular network belongs to a city network. Whenever any network is found inside a city, means it is connected to the entire city's school. Let me take an example. Let's suppose our school Divine have 3 branches and they are connected together with a network and connected with a server. Now this particular is going to create a small network within a city. It is known as metropolitan area network. When a group of small LAN connected together to form a big network within a city is known as metropolitan area network. Same like that with WAN, wide area network. Whereas worldwide, or you can say large range network. When small cities are connected together like this, then it used to make a wide area network or WAN. Just talking about this personal area network. What is PAN? Personal area network. Whenever we used to create a hotspot and we used to connect our mobile phones together to play a game or to transfer the data, just like share it, it is known as personal area network. Now, as I told you in the last class, internet is free of cost, and we have discussed about LAN, WAN, MAN, PAN. Now, take an example of hotspot. If you're going to connect a mobile phone with a hotspot, multiple mobile phones can be connected and transmit the data from this particular phone to this particular phone at random. So this is known as personal area network. Nowadays, the best example of personal area network is JioPhone device, the smart Jio device. That's all for today. Hope all well and stay safe. Thank you.